Hey, what's up guys? All right, we're back working on the shop, and today we got a machine. My buddies at Local Roots let me borrow this for the weekend. They let me borrow it, but I also work on their equipment, so it was like a 2-for-1 trade, right? So I can use it for the weekend, but I gotta fix a bunch of stuff. So this machine is low on coolant. So I just got the Kubota spec coolant. It's also low on hydraulic oil. So we'll have to add both of those. Have the spec Super UDT2, which is the Kubota fluid for this. Also, this base plate is cracked right here. Weld broke on that bracket. We're gonna take that bolt off, weld that back on. And then the biggest thing is last year, to get them through the season, they had there's a metal solid core tube for the hydraulic oil right here. I have the part, however I think I need to get a 90-degree fitting still, but that part somehow attaches here. I'm not actually sure how it works. It might attach here. Yeah, it attaches up here I think, and hangs down, and then this hydraulic line goes into it, so it's not, you know, curved like this. It's actually like starting to crimp right there. But they got them through the season. We got the part, so I have to change that too, and then top off the fluid. But for tonight, I'm just trying to get it off the trailer. I got a buddy coming over to help me tomorrow, and what I'm doing now is just got it off the trailer and change this bucket out for the digging bucket. I hope that's the right one. It says Kubota, so grab that. So I just started knocking the pin out, and then we'll decouple, flip this around, pick up that guy. I'll top it off with the fluids, and we'll I only got like a half hour left of daylight, so I might go putz around with it for a little bit, get a feel for the machine, and then we'll do some of these updates, fix it this weekend, and also dig up some stumps, dig the trench I need for the water flow, to get some of this standing water out of the shop area. And then if we have time and it doesn't rain on Sunday, we'll try to dig out a little more of the hillside. Also have some big cherry logs down in the woods, and this machine has a thumb so I can pick up those logs. So let's get this bucket swapped out and start working. This bucket will swing down, so. And before I get that pin out, I'm just gonna top this thing off. Now, I noticed this morning when I was picking it up, I was smelling a little bit of coolant. So we might have to dig in. Hopefully it's not the water pump. It's just like a pinched hose or something, I don't know. But this is the Kubota spec coolant. It's green, and this is concentrated, so I'm going to put some distilled water in. Go about halfway, 50-50. Battery also needs topped off, and this thing needs grease. It definitely needs a few hours of work. Coolant is done. We can also see now like how much it's leaking, right? I'm going to run it. Okay, it's down. Pull this back out. I think that's supposed to go like that. Alright, so now for the hydraulic oil. I know the machine's not sitting level, but I'm going to be pulling that hose off on the front later on, so I know I'm going to lose some fluid. But I just want enough for a test run. So I'm not going to go full to mid. I'm not going to go midway on. I'm just going to do a little bit. A lot of people don't know this, but if you're pouring oil out of a big 5-gallon, pour it upside down so that the air can burp out of the top and it doesn't glug everywhere. I'm good with that for now. It didn't take as much as I thought it might need. All right, now we should be good to run. Let's lift the bucket down, take some weight off that pin, get the pin out. When you borrow a machine, something my dad always told me was, you always give it back better than you got it. So, if you know how to work on them, of course, don't go trying to fix stuff you don't know about. But you can do simple stuff like this, right? wipe down our little oil spill, wipe down the whole thing, clean it, grease it, charge the battery, put oil in it, put gas in it. Always return it full of diesel, always. Cool. Need some diesel. Oh. Dieseled up. Let's I don't know how many gallons this tank is. I just put 5 in it. I'm gonna probably have to go get 10 more. So one day I'll get one of those pumps. I only have jerry cans right now. But let's check the fluids on this too, because we had to top off coolant and hydraulic yesterday when we fired it up. So we'll see after like maybe 3 hours of run time where they're at. All good. Right. So today's task of this piece broke off here. There's an ear underneath here. I'm gonna cut that off, clean this up with the grinder, and weld that on, and disconnect the battery too. Then we'll grease this thing, and then we're gonna mess with this hydraulic hose, which was sort of readily put on there. I have the part right here. Haven't really looked at it yet. It looks like it hangs down. We have a straight fit there. I'm not sure if that goes up. It probably goes like that. Yeah, 90 that in somehow. So yeah, let's get to work. It's starting to rain. I might actually try to spin the machine a bit more and get it. I think I can get it under the garage, under my overhang a little bit. We gotta disconnect the battery now. I always disconnect the battery when I'm welding on a machine. Yeah, so you gotta be careful when you're filling this because it looks low right now, but when this machine's sitting level, it's right in the middle. So make sure you don't overfill that. And on Friday night, it's now Sunday, we had filled this up. It was very low. And so we definitely burned a little bit of coolant. I can smell it. So let's get these issues done first, and then we'll start looking for a coolant leak. A clamp right on this piece. We could still line it up. Oh yeah. Got some Kubota Excavator black. I think this is the gray, but I couldn't find the gray. Let's see what this looks like. That's cool. The black is like pretty much a gray. I might even spray some of this stuff. Try this off a little bit. Give this some paint. Some anti-seize in that. Looks like we got some loose bolts. So let's go over those. This is loose. 17, I think. Alright, that's better than we found it. I think I'm going to sand the rear, but I'm going to fire it up right now and see if I can see any coolant leaks in this area by the rad. Maybe the rad has a crack in it, I'm not sure, so let's fire it up. I don't see any coolant leaks, so I'm going to just watch it for now. Alright, so if you do any work around excavators, you know it's inevitable to hit that dirt pile or that tree. So we're gonna give this a little bit of love. Alright, so we'll let that dry out. I gotta sand some of these runs out because it's a bit windy. Just blowing all the paint out, but look at our blade. It looks pretty sick. So, I've got this in this position. This is like the lowest I can get it. I think I'm gonna put a block under there or over there, just in case when I pull this off it starts to settle. But we got to get this 90 off, this one off first, pipe wrench on this, spin that around, put a drop can under here for any hydraulic oil. I think I might have some plugs, but they could be the wrong size. I need to get a good plug kit for my hydraulic stuff. This 90 is gonna go, no, I gotta look at it again. I got a couple runs because I put it in thick, getting a crack. It's windy at the whole time. Look at that, it looks brand new. Some people probably Bondo these holes, but you gotta remember, it's gonna get scratched up again. But look at that. That paint is sick. What I was saying was, if anyone needs it, I got it at a Kubota dealer. All right, let's grease this thing up.